What if I told you that the weight of your expectations could be the very thing holding you back from living a truly fulfilling life? In a world driven by societal norms and personal aspirations, we often find ourselves burdened by an invisible pressure to conform and achieve. What if, instead of feeling inadequate under this relentless weight, you could learn to embrace the freedom that comes from letting go? Throughout this journey, you will discover how to unshackle yourself from the chains of expectation and step into a world where you can forge your own path. Stick around as I share compelling insights and practical tips for navigating the complex landscape of self-imposed and external expectations. Consider this. We are constantly bombarded by messages that tell us who we should be, what we should achieve, and how we should feel. From social media influencers flaunting their seemingly perfect lives to family members who have their own ideas about success, the pressure can feel suffocating. How many times have you compared yourself to others only to feel inadequate? This comparison traps us in a cycle of discontent. But what if you could rewrite that narrative? What if, amidst the noise and expectations, you could tap into the serene wisdom of Zen philosophy? Zen teaches us that true contentment comes from within, and that our worth is not dictated by external standards. Picture a moment where you shift your mindset from "I must" to "I choose." This subtle change in language can transform the way you approach your life. You're not a puppet on strings pulled by the expectations of others. You're the artist, and your life is the canvas. At the heart of this discussion lies the concept of mindfulness. Mindfulness encourages us to stay present, to acknowledge our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice can help us recognize when we are succumbing to societal pressures. Are you living your life based on what you think you should be doing? Or are you following your passions and interests? The answer to this question can be incredibly liberating. As you explore this concept further, remember that the expectations we internalize are often reflections of societal beliefs rather than personal truths. Many believe that success equates to a high-powered job, a fancy car, or even a certain type of relationship. But if we take a step back and really examine those beliefs, we might find they don't resonate with our true selves. Allowing yourself the grace to pursue what genuinely brings you joy can help cast aside the anxiety of meeting external expectations. Let's delve deeper into the role of acceptance in this journey. Accepting where you are, who you are, and what you have done so far is not giving up. It's empowering. The moment you stop fighting against your reality is the moment you can start to cultivate real growth. Think of it this way. Imagine you are climbing a mountain. With every step up, you are weighed down by a heavy backpack filled with rocks labeled "others' expectations." Now, visualize taking that pack off, feeling the burden lift as you continue to climb. That mountain represents your journey, and without the weight, you move not only faster, but more joyfully. To truly free yourself, it's essential to identify your values. What do you cherish most? What ignites your passion? Once you clarify your values, you will find it easier to peel away the layers of expectation that don't serve your authentic self. Remember, aligning your actions with your values creates a sense of fulfillment that societal measures of success cannot provide. Let's take a moment to address a common enemy: perfectionism. Perfectionism is a thief of joy. It whispers that anything short of flawless is unacceptable, leaving us feeling paralyzed by fear of failure. Let us reject perfectionism as a societal norm. Allow yourself to be imperfect, to make mistakes, and learn from them. Here's where I invite you to take action. If stories like this resonate with you, become a part of our journey. Subscribe to Stoic Zen Voices and activate the bell to stay updated on more insights that can truly change how you perceive life's expectations. As we continue, I want to emphasize the importance of community. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and understand the journey of self-acceptance. The synergy of shared experiences can catalyze your growth. Find that tribe who inspires you to break free from expectations and encourages you to be the truest version of yourself. Alongside community, self-compassion plays an integral role in this process. Be kind to yourself, acknowledge your efforts, and forgive your missteps. When you practice self-compassion, you liberate yourself from the chains of judgment, both from yourself and others. Now, let's pivot to a practical exercise. I encourage you to take a moment after watching this video to write down 3 expectations you feel are weighing you down. Reflect on where they originated and why they hold power over you. Then, consider how releasing those expectations could reshape your life. As you approach this exercise, imagine each expectation as a balloon you can release into the sky. With every balloon that floats away, you feel lighter, freer, and more empowered to navigate your own journey without the burdens imposed by others. A powerful realization that often surfaces in this process is the understanding that everyone has their insecurities and doubts. Chances are, the person you envy also struggles with their own set of expectations. This awareness can serve as a reminder that we are all in this together. As we wrap up our exploration today, remember that the journey to freeing yourself from societal and personal expectations is an ongoing process. It requires patience, self-discovery, and mindfulness. Embrace the journey and allow it to unfold organically, just as Zen teachings encourage. By the end of this journey, you will not only have learned how to navigate your expectations, but discovered a more profound sense of self and purpose. So, let go of the fear of judgment, cast aside the weight of expectation, and step into the lightness of being true to yourself. As we conclude this exploration, carry with you the knowledge that liberation from expectations is just a breath away. Welcome each day with curiosity, and remember, you are worthy, not because of what you achieve, but simply because you are. If something in this video spoke to your heart, if a sentence, an idea, or even a single breath brought you a moment of clarity, then I encourage you to stay connected with us. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and join a community that's genuinely committed to living with wisdom, purpose, and inner strength. Share your thoughts below. What are you working on? What habits are you trying to build? What truth did you uncover today? Your reflections may be exactly what someone else needs to read. Together, we create a space where growth is shared, wisdom is exchanged, and peace becomes a collective practice. Thank you for being here, and remember, the path continues long after the video ends. Have you ever felt like you were crushed under the weight of someone else's judgment? It's a common experience. We all face criticism at some point in our lives. But what if I told you that how we respond to that criticism can make or break our confidence? In this video, we will explore the age-old philosophy of Stoicism and how it can equip you with the tools to handle criticism without collapsing under pressure. By the end of this journey, you'll discover powerful techniques to maintain your center, even when the world around you seems chaotic and judgmental. Imagine this. You're in a meeting or perhaps on social media. Someone makes a remark that stings. It could be a casual insult, a dismissive comment, or an outright attack on your character or idea. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and all you want to do is react. But what if I told you that that reaction could be your biggest mistake? In the world we live in, opinions are as common as air, and often they are not a reflection of who you truly are. Are you ready to change the way you view those judgments? Let's take a moment to remember that criticism isn't just about us. It says just as much about the person delivering it. We often forget that a harsh word can stem from their own insecurities or frustrations. Instead of taking it personally, what if you chose to respond with understanding? Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between what is within our control and what is not. The opinions of others fall into that latter category. Think of the last time you felt misunderstood. Perhaps it was in a professional setting where colleagues dismissed your ideas. Or maybe in your personal life, friends or family questioned your choices. These moments can feel isolating, But here lies the truth. You are not alone, and the opinions of others do not define your worth. As we explore the teachings of Stoicism, you'll begin to understand the profound strength that comes from self-worth and inner peace. Framing your mindset is the first step. When faced with criticism, your instinct may be to defend yourself instantly, but Stoic philosophy encourages us to pause. Rather than react, take a deep breath. Give yourself a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Is this criticism constructive? This radical shift in mindset can place you in a position of strength rather than weakness. The power to choose your response lies solely within you. Now, let's dive deeper. One fundamental tenet of Stoicism is to practice the art of negative visualization. Imagine the worst-case scenario. What if the criticism turns out to be constructive or even valid? This exercise doesn't mean you have to accept every word that is thrown at you. Instead, it prepares you to understand the different perspectives and possibly extract growth from the situation. By doing so, you lessen the sting of criticism when it does arrive. It's important to remind ourselves that the most influential people throughout history have faced criticism and misunderstanding. Think of figures such as Socrates or Galileo. Both faced intense scrutiny for their ideas, yet they persisted. Their journeys remind us that our truths may not always be accepted at first, but that's okay. Embracing the discomfort of criticism is part of the human experience. It is a sign that you are challenging the status quo and striving for authenticity in a world that loves conformity. As you navigate the waters of criticism, remember to cultivate an inner circle that uplifts and supports you. Surround yourself with people who appreciate your strengths and encourage your growth. This doesn't mean surrounding yourself exclusively with yes men or women. Instead, seek out those who challenge your thinking while doing so with respect. They will help to reframe your narrative when the waves of external judgment become overwhelming. I want you to consider something. The greatest breakthroughs often come from resilience in the face of adversity. Think of the athletes you admire or the entrepreneurs you look up to. They didn't reach their heights without encountering harsh criticism. By integrating Stoic principles into your life, you can transform criticism into a powerful catalyst for personal growth. You'll begin to see that the criticisms that once bruised your ego can now serve as stepping stones. If you appreciate stories and insights like these, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We have so much more to share on how you can navigate life's challenges with clarity and poise. By subscribing and turning on the notification bell, you ensure that you won't miss our next deep dive into the realm of Stoicism and self-discovery. As we continue, let's touch upon the concept of emotional detachment. This doesn't mean you become a robot who feels nothing. Instead, it encourages you to separate your identity from the feedback you receive. You are not your mistakes, nor are you the criticisms that may sometimes feel overwhelming. Instead, remind yourself of your values, strengths, and the unique contributions you bring to the table. Emotional detachment empowers you to approach criticism with curiosity rather than defensiveness. Ask yourself questions like, what is this feedback indicating about my blind spots? Or, is there merit in what they are saying? This form of inquiry can transform a potentially damaging comment into an opportunity for reflection and growth. Lastly, let's address self-compassion. When criticism strikes, it's easy to slip into negative self-talk. Instead of chastising yourself for the reactions or feelings that arise, practice being kind to yourself. Recognize that everyone is human. Embrace vulnerability and allow yourself the grace to feel hurt and to heal from it. This simple act can create a profound shift in how we relate to both ourselves and others. Remember, handling criticism with grace isn't just about toughening up. It's about deepening your understanding of yourself and your resilience. The journey of a Stoic is one of self-discovery, and through this, we find a greater capacity to live authentically and without fear of judgment. As we come to the end of this exploration, Take a moment to reflect on how you handle judgment and misunderstanding. Know that with the principles of Stoicism at your disposal, you possess the tools to transform how you respond. You are equipped to stand firm, centered, and unshakable in the face of criticism. And while the journey may not always be easy, the strength you cultivate will ultimately define your path forward. Embrace it, and let it illuminate your way. And this is where your relationship with criticism truly shifts. Because once you realize that every judgment passing your way is nothing more than an echo of another person's worldview, wounds, expectations, you stop absorbing it as truth. You begin to stand in your own center with a quiet confidence that doesn't need validation. Criticism stops being an attack and becomes information, something you can observe, evaluate, and choose whether to keep or release. Remember that the Stoics didn't seek to silence criticism. They learned to coexist with it. They understood that a calm mind, anchored in purpose and clarity, cannot be shaken by passing opinions. When you decide that your identity is rooted in your values rather than other people's words, something powerful happens. You become untouchable, not in arrogance, but in inner stability. So the next time a judgment stings, pause. Feel the reaction, but don't feed it. Ask yourself, does this help me grow? Or does it belong to the one who said it? And walk forward with the quiet strength of someone who knows exactly who they are, or is committed to becoming it. Have you ever found yourself trapped in a whirlwind of thoughts, unable to find peace? You're not alone. A staggering number of people experience overthinking, often leading to stress and anxiety. But what if I told you there are ancient methods rooted in Stoicism and Zen philosophy that can help quiet your mind and reduce that mental noise? By the end of this video, you will discover transformative techniques that can empower you to reclaim your tranquility and find stillness amidst the chaos. Let's unpack this. In a world overflowing with information, distractions, and uncertainties, it's easy to succumb to the incessant chatter of our minds. We replay conversations, worry about future events, and analyze every little detail of our lives. It's exhausting, isn't it? The real question we must ask ourselves is, why do we let our minds control us? What if, instead, we took a step back, practiced acceptance, and learned to let go? Let's dive into Stoicism first. This ancient Roman philosophy teaches us the importance of focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. One key Stoic principle is the dichotomy of control. Imagine facing a stressful situation. Instead of being overwhelmed by it, practice identifying what's within your power to change and what isn't. Perhaps you have a looming work deadline or a difficult conversation scheduled. Distill your thoughts down. Can you jump into action and prepare, or is the outcome completely out of your hands? This is where Stoicism shines. Acknowledge your feelings, but don't let them dictate your actions. Instead of spiraling into overanalysis, ask yourself these questions. What truly matters here? What can I influence? By categorizing your concerns, you free yourself from unnecessary emotional baggage and redirect your energy toward constructive solutions. Remember, every moment spent ruminating on the unchangeable is a moment lost in creating the future you desire. Next, let's turn to Zen philosophy. At its core, Zen teaches mindfulness, the art of being present. Many of us live in the past or the future, robbing ourselves of the only moment that truly exists, now. Simple meditation practices can help ground you in the present. Start with just a few minutes each day. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and focus on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold it for a moment, and exhale slowly. If thoughts begin to intrude, and they will, gently acknowledge them and return your attention to your breath. This practice builds a muscle of mindfulness that can be applied throughout the day. An invaluable Zen practice involves the concept of non-attachment. This doesn't mean you shouldn't care about people or outcomes. Rather, It teaches you to hold on to things lightly. When you become overly attached to thoughts or outcomes, you invite disappointment and stress. By observing your thoughts without judgment, you can create a healthy distance from them. Recognize that your thoughts are not you. They are merely passing clouds in the vast sky of your mind. Combining these two philosophies can lead to profound inner peace. Consider journaling as a bridge between Stoic reflection and Zen mindfulness. Each evening, take a few moments to write down the thoughts swirling in your mind. Reflect on your day, the things you were grateful for, and any worries you encountered. This venting process can help unclutter your mind and provide clarity. Additionally, take note of things beyond your control, reminding yourself that letting go can lead to liberation. Let's pause for a moment. If techniques like these resonate with you, imagine what other practices we will explore together. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you won't miss the secrets we uncover about living a more tranquil life. Now, returning to our journey, let's also integrate the art of gratitude, which beautifully complements both Stoic and Zen practices. When we focus on what we are thankful for, we can shift our perspective from scarcity to abundance. Each day, identify 3 things you appreciate, no matter how small. This simple act rewires our brain to recognize positivity in our lives rather than fixate on negative thoughts. And let's not forget the role of nature in calming our minds. Both Stoicism and Zen advocate for spending time outdoors as a means to ground yourself. Nature provides a sensory experience that draws your focus outward rather than inward, allowing for mental respite. Make it a habit to take walks in green spaces, to partake in the serenity that surrounds you. Whether it's the rustling of leaves or the chirping of birds, engage each sense fully. As we explore further, we encounter the aspect of acceptance, a fundamental principle in both philosophies. Life is inherently unpredictable, and trying to forecast every outcome can lead to madness. Accept that uncertainty is a part of existence. Like the Stoics, train yourself to welcome challenges. They are opportunities for growth rather than threats. In Zen, this concept is portrayed through the practice of beginner's mind, where you approach situations with openness and curiosity, devoid of preconceptions. Lastly, let's talk about community and support. In both Stoic and Zen traditions, there's an acknowledgement that we are not alone in our struggles. Reach out to friends or family, share your thoughts, and experience the power of connection. Sometimes just hearing another person's perspective can snap us out of a cycle of overthinking. Engage in discussions that challenge your views and inspire growth. Surround yourself with those who uplift and encourage you. As we draw these methods together, imagine walking through life with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. Picture yourself effortlessly navigating the ebbs and flows of life, armed with the teachings of Stoicism and Zen. This isn't just about quieting your thoughts. It's about transforming the very way you interact with the world. Remember, the battle against overthinking isn't won overnight. It requires patience, practice, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. Each day is an opportunity to apply these techniques and inch closer to a serene mindset. With time, you will notice your thoughts becoming more manageable and your ability to focus sharpening. So here's a thought. What if today was the day you decided to take control? What if you chose to begin this journey towards a quieter mind? The world is waiting, and you have the power to write your narrative. Embrace the wisdom of Stoicism, the tranquility of Zen, and step bravely into the present moment. Your path to mental peace begins now. As you continue your journey toward clarity, strength, and inner peace, remember that transformation grows from consistent reflection and mindful action. If these teachings resonated with you, I invite you to walk this path with us. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notifications so you never miss a new reflection. And if a particular insight spoke to you today, share it in the comments. Your perspective may guide someone else along their own path. Together, we cultivate wisdom, one breath and one lesson at a time.